Okay, next section of lesson 2, thermometers. The only safe way to determine that potentially hazardous foods are kept out of the temperature danger zone, that's TDZ, is by the use of thermometers. There are several different types of thermometers. The bimetallic stem is the most popular type. It is fairly inexpensive, easy to use, accurate to plus or minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit, and easy to recalibrate. Also, it is available within the range of 0 to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, making it ideal for measuring the required temperatures in a food establishment. Another thermometer in use is the thermocouple, which is very accurate but fairly expensive. Lastly, there is a thermometer called thermistor, which has a digital read out and is commonly called digital thermometer. These thermometers are used by inserting the probe, okay, that's a tip there, into the thickest part or the geometric center of the food item being measured. The stem thermometer must remain in the food until the indicator stops moving before the reading is taken and must be recalibrated periodically to assure accuracy. So remember, there's 3 types of thermometers: the bimetallic, the thermocouple, or the thermistor. Okay, and they're telling you the way that you calibrate it and take the proper temperature of the food properly. Okay, calibrations. The thermometers must be calibrated to ensure their accuracy. For thermocouple thermometers, follow the instructions provided by the manufacturer. For some thermistor thermometers, placing the thermometer in a 50-50 solution of ice and water or boiling water and hitting the reset button will automatically calibrate the thermometer. Bimetallic stem thermometers may be calibrated by 2 methods: boiling point method or ice point method. You kind of see below down here. That's the ice point and that's boiling point. Okay. Boiling point method. Bring water to a boil. Place the thermometer probe stem into the boiling water. Make sure that the thermometer probe does not touch the bottom or sides of the pan. No contact with the pan now, just in the solution. Wait until the indicator stops moving. Then record the temperature. If the temperature is 212 degrees Fahrenheit, now remember, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, do nothing. The thermometer is accurate. This is the temperature of boiling water at sea level. If the thermometer is not, and I repeat, is not 212 degrees Fahrenheit, then rotate the hex adjusting nut using a wrench or other tool until the indicator is at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you're using the boiling point method, make sure that the thermometer reads 212 degrees Fahrenheit when the water is boiling. If it's not reading 212, you adjust it so that it reads 212. Okay? Ice point method. Fill a container with ice and water to make 50-50 ice water slush. Like down here. That nice slushy stuff right there. Looks good. Stir the slush. Okay? Place the thermometer probe so that it is completely submerged in the ice water slush, taking care not to touch the sides or the bottom. So make sure that it's just the stem is in the solution, not touching those surfaces, just the ice water solution. Wait until the indicator needle stops moving and then record the temperature. Okay? If the temperature is, I repeat, is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, do nothing. The thermometer is accurate. A 50-50 ice water slush will always have a temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit at sea level. If the temperature is not 32 degrees Fahrenheit, rotate the hex adjusting nut until the indicator needle is at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you're doing the ice water test, you want to make sure you have a 32 degree Fahrenheit reading. If your thermometer is not reading 32 degrees Fahrenheit, you got to adjust it so that it does. Okay. How to use a thermometer. The following describes the proper method of using thermometers. Okay. Sanitize the probe by the use of alcohol wipes. This is a fairly safe and common practice. Other methods, such as immersion in water with a temperature of 170 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 seconds, or in a chemical sanitizing solution of 50 parts per million for at least 1 minute, or swabbing with a chlorine sanitizing solution of 100 parts per minute, are also acceptable. Measure the internal product temperature by inserting the probe into the thickest part or the center of the product. It is recommended that the temperature readings be taken at several points. Whenever using a bimetallic thermometer, like this one here, ensure that the entire sensing portion from the tip of the probe to the indentation on the stem, tip to indentation, is inserted into the food product. Wait for roughly 15 seconds or until the reading is steady before recording it. Clean and sanitize the thermometer for later use. Okay, you see the procedures down here and all that.